So I recently came across a video of a 40-year-old teacher who got caught by the school being an only fools model alongside her teaching job. Next, she got fired from her job and now is ranting on the internet. She goes on the internet and tells everyone how she can't get a date and can't get a good man. These women don't feel shame, guilt, or remorse when they knowingly accept this money from men, knowing that a good chunk is putting themselves in the poorhouse for pipe dreams and out of loneliness. But when they go broke and sully their reputation, suddenly it's, men made this, men did that. They knew what they were doing, no remorse. She wanted a guy to tell her he loved her, just like in the movies. Modern women really live in their own bubble. Women are told exactly what will happen if they do only fools. Their response is that it shouldn't be that way. Then they go do it anyway. When the consequences of their actions smack them in the face, they cry about no one warning them about this. No man wants to have naked pictures and videos of his wife on the internet. Do such women think kids want to have pictures of their mothers naked on the internet for the entire world to view? The bitter reality for feminists is that consequences and accountability are kryptonite to young modern women. The thing is, if a man actually did try to treat this woman as special, she'd lose attraction and even feel repulsed. It has a lot to do with self-loathing. I believe that an emotion such as guilt or shame, even though generally negative, is incredibly important. Shame teaches us what is right and guides us to make good decisions. In this era, people don't want to get shamed. They pile on bad decisions, one over another, until the repercussions of their actions are immense. Unlike shaming itself, you cannot mute the consequences of your actions. Fast money, slow problems. These content creators who do this kind of thing don't seem to understand that you can't force men to respect you when they don't respect themselves and make themselves available to anyone with a strong bank account around the world. Amazing how many things that are basically permanent young people do today. LonelyFans stuff will be on the web forever. But basically, so are any naughty photos or videos that you put on your own phone or share with someone else. It is not like you can burn the negatives like in the old days. How many of these stories are when the relationship blows up because of pics or written communication on devices? The other big permanent thing is tattoos, especially in highly visible areas. Those are a message to everyone who looks at you. And do you want the same message when you are 45 in a professional setting as when you were 22 in a sorority? Maybe not. These types of females are not even sorry for their decisions. They are sorry that their lives didn't go as planned. Go against Mother Nature, and you'll be dealing with Father Time. I cannot comprehend how all these adult entertainment actresses can't grasp, ahead of their decision, that they will have slim to no chance of finding a life partner. Am I missing something about what's it like growing up as a girl, or are there really social environments out there where these self-evident facts are nowhere to be seen? There are guys who've dated girls with a spicy past, assuming the girls have good personalities, are upfront and honest about their pasts, and treat them with love and respect. I've heard of guys who have dated their girl knowing her past, and because of her past, she recognizes what healthy, loving relationships are, and so treats him like her king, and is in many ways more loyal than your average girl nowadays. Being involved in one of the most toxic industries has shown them what is wrong with the world. If the guy has the willpower to not worry about it, his view is usually, yeah, whatever, your fantasy, my reality, when other guys attempt to mock the relationship. I'm not inferring it's a good idea. It's a rare occurrence and doesn't always work, but sometimes it does. Having said all that, this doesn't apply to OV girls. There's a significant difference between that and professionals who have worked in various parts of the adult industry out of necessity, and OF girls who use the base to get fame and out of laziness. Usually OF girls have terrible egos and conflated opinions of self. The 40-year-old teacher makes all these claims, but what she really means is she wants Chad to marry, have kids with, and love her instead. When she and Chad go out, he treats her like he treats most women, with one major exception. Because he knows she's a pro, he has no problem saying that she's only valued as a private side piece hookup, not public, and not relationship material. She got the ego boost from her Lonely Fans account, not realizing it's only the simps that would provide all this for her and not Chad. Frankly said, when men want to settle down and get married, they want a virtuous woman who has demonstrated self-control and good judgment, not a hedonistic woman who has sold her body for money. Sorry, modern boss ladies, but this is not how relationships work. You can't have an independent boss lady mentality, cheating the court systems, demasculating men through your propaganda gimmicks like hashtags, guilt-tripping manipulation, wokeness, and Me Too, making all this money from gimmicks like Lonely Fans, while still expecting a guy like me to do everything for you when you have the money to do things for yourself. We men aren't your bank account or your debit card that you can just keep leeching off of until we're drained dry. No, I'm not going to want to tolerate that. No, Chad and Tyrone are never going to want to tolerate that. You modern woman in the West wanted independence and say you don't need a man? Well, you got it and all the lonely and tortured bitterness that comes with it. Last I looked, no decent guy wants to have to explain his cornstar wife's behavior to his family. Better to just avoid her and that conversation altogether. But that money and rush from attention gets them hooked before they think of the consequences down the road. Trust me when I say your bikini-clad Instagram-posting girlfriend is not far behind. It's interesting today that if you want a family, you have to do an extensive background check on a woman before you get involved with them. It's crazy you have to treat it like a hiring process, but if you don't, you'll pay for it down the road in a very costly way. Women have done this to themselves. We need to create a society that tells girls before they are old enough to have this option, that if you do this, it will forever ruin relationship possibilities for you. You may make some money if you're lucky in the short term, but is it worth relationships and your self-respect? This girl should know that her career will follow her everywhere she goes. When she is young, she can be happy and earn the big bucks, but at 32, she will be sad and depressed and alone with a lot of money, but no kid or husband. Girls are good for paid intimate fun, and having a relationship with her will create ridicule for the guy that will be with her. Lonely Fans took the easy money route. This is a problem for this woman, as it increases her bank balance, but the price for this is the emptying of the simp's bank account. It's going to take a long time and hard work to find a man forgiving enough to accept your doubtful past. You want flowers and romantic dates. Well, unfortunately for you, men want a traditional woman who hasn't got a multiple-digit body count. On another note, sure, there are dozens of dudes willing to treat her right, but she finds them boring and predictable. I'm sure by the time she even sent that message online, she's got her sights set on 3 Chads that aren't taking her seriously. Couple that with the fact that she got paid handsomely for her content. She deserves zero sympathy. Of women who only do single shoots may be able to recover to a degree when they abandon their lazy fast money validation-seeking voyeurism. If they delete all their content and shut down their accounts, but will still have to explain to any future partner what they did, and let him or her make the decision to tolerate their past mistakes. If she's a content creator that involves explicit pictures and videos with other men and women, she can forget about a real relationship. Ever. So many pros and former adult film actresses, when interviewed, disclose how much a bad decision it was to get into the industry and how their lives are forever ruined. Sorry. Chad and Tyrone may want to come over to smash, but good quality alpha men want a woman who doesn't shake her moneymakers for the world to see. Sorry, boss ladies, we men want women who will love us for who we are, just as much as a woman from outside the Western world would want a man to love them for who they are, not for who we aren't. We guys have better things to do. Plus, we have other alternatives to find love if we can't find it domestically in the West, while you, the Western modern woman, does not. Thanks for watching The Circle of Kings. As always, we're looking forward to your support, so please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with everything.